everybody. Alright, so today is my proposal and explanation to all y'all about what's going on. So, the whole reason that I am doing what I'm doing, I'm trying to build community, I'm trying to do things with people and all that, and that's just gonna be a running theme through everything. But there is something a bit more specific that I am going for with my YouTube channel and all this stuff. So, what I'm trying to do is I have this big-ass comic that I have been working on for a long time that I want to make a reality. It is dumb ambitious, but it's what I want to do. I know a lot of people say stuff like, you can't make an MMO the first time, and sure, that's generally a bad idea if you have any kind of choice or this or that, but it's I don't know, I want to do it. I want to make this big ass comic. I want to make this huge thing that's super long and all that stuff, and it's got bells and whistles and all that. I want to have all of the art done semi-generatively, not generative AI. I mean stuff like me building up the tools to build environments through semi-simulations kind of generative stuff. You can see it in the background. The image that I'm using for this video is one of those things that I made. It is a basic version of it, but it's something that I made in Blender that is a semi-generative thing. So, I want it to be that. I want to include all the kind of Chinese lattice stuff that I've been doing. I want it to have music. I want it to have some animations interspersed here and there, and I'm working really, really hard on it. And so that's what I'm doing, and I'm trying to do stuff along the way as well. For example, I want my Goojung stuff to be in there. And why is Discord being annoying? Sorry. I just kind of do these things off the cuff, not edited. I only do noise cancellation stuff. So anyway, sometimes you'll get interruptions like that. But yeah, I wanted this to be a bit more of an edited video, and then I realized it's just too much for me right now. And that's what a lot of this is. Seeing where I'm at, and then just being okay, so I'm gonna stay where I'm at, and I ain't gonna try to make something way more than what I can handle right now. But this is leading in all sorts of different directions, and I want to do this, and I realize it's going to take time, and I want to be a part of the community, and I probably just hit the mic when I said that, and I want to uplift other people and interact with other people as I'm doing this. This is a lot more rambling than I thought it would be. But, I don't know, that's something. That kind of focus in my presentation in these videos is something that I am working on, along with all of these other things. I want to play my Goojung. I want to make music. I want to learn to improvise. I want to go around and play live music for other people as a part of this. I was talking to my friend Maria about playing live music for her while she is doing her shiny hunting streams. Stuff like that. I want to make things for people. I have been exploring what a lot of this stuff is. A lot of it is my exploration of my own family heritage and what I want life to be like. And through that, I have done things myself that I am interested in having in the comic, like learning how to stir fry, which may end up not going in the comic, because through learning how to stir fry, I have learned how relatively modern it is. And this comic technologically takes place about, I want to say 1,000 years ago, a little more like 800 years ago. So that might not be appropriate. And I'm exploring these things, and I'm learning about them. I want to do knitting. A lot of knitting stuff has actually made its way into there, and stuff around that. I want to explore what I can do, and so that's why I made this other side comic that takes place in the same kind of world a little bit before, there goes my AC, a little bit before the main stuff starts, and that's where I can do my exploration stuff. This is going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort. There's going to be even more presentations, more explanations of what I'm doing in the future. Maybe more specific ones and maybe some more general ones that let you guys know where I am, what I'm doing, how I'm moving forward. I will say right now my main focus with moving forward with this comic is the music and the YouTube stuff, because I want to bring y'all along for the ride. I want to see what y'all are doing. I want to help out. I want to see how you can help me out if you want to be a part of that. There is a cat that just meowed that you may or may not have heard. She's probably going to meow a bit more. Right now I'm giving her some scritches. He just kind of wants attention. So, yeah. I was hoping this would be a bit more cohesive. It ended up not being so cohesive. That's something I'm working at. I'm going to have to listen to myself talk in these recordings a bit more and a bit more closely, and that's difficult. And that is yet another thing that I'm working on, that I'm working at. For those who think, oh, this is too much, like, how have you started? Like, well, you've heard my music. Some of you, most of you have probably seen my lattice art and what I can do, although I do want to learn a new tool set eventually. I want to move from Krita, which does not like vector art, towards Inkscape, which has been made for vector art. I want to do that. I have already written what I have called the prologue and the first book. It is something like 80,000 words, maybe it was 60,000 words, I don't remember. For the script, I have sent it out to plenty of people. If you are close to me and you want to pre-read where the script is right now, feel free to reach out and I will send you a copy of the current script for that section of the comic. Yeah, and I want this, I don't want this to be some sort of, oh, I just threw out a comic out there, these kind of YouTube videos I'm just kind of throwing out there. They are a snapshot in time. They may have some depth to them, but they're not, like, thought through. They're more off the cuff. Whereas I want this to be thought through and intricate and have, like, meanings of here and there, explorations of myself and other people and stuff like that. There is so many different, like, more complex ideas of society and gender and stuff like that that have already been deeply embedded in the overall plotline and story of the comic. Also, the overall plot is pretty much finished. I kind of have to rework the ending because I wrote the ending at first when I was in one mindset with one kind of experience, and I've learned a lot more, and I want to refocus where the ending's actually going, because I want to focus less on kinda, and then the story is over, the end, and more of a, and life goes on kind of approach to it, where there is definitely a really main plot thread that kind of, it doesn't end, it tapers off, because, let's say the Battle of Hastings and the Norman invasion happened 1,000 years ago, and that's over, but also it's kinda not, because 1,000 years later, right now, we are feeling the repercussions of everything that happened back then. That's the kind of approach that I want to take. It's like, things become less and less relevant, yet they are still here. They are still a part of us. They inform the future. That is the stuff that I want to approach with. If you want to support me, please join the Discord, talk to me. I want to support y'all and all y'all stuff. I know one of my good friends, Spooky Fox, is doing some real cool stuff soon. I trust him that he's doing some real cool stuff soon. I don't know what he's actually doing. All I know is that he said he's doing real cool stuff soon. So I am excited to see where that goes. And when it comes to my stuff or when it comes to other people's, a lot of people are like, well, how do I support? How do I do this? How do I do that? So I'm telling you how you can support, but also at the end of the day, you can always just kind of give people money or give people your time. That's how you can help support. And on that note, I made my Ko-Fi, and I'm going to keep that in the link in the description. So if you want to support me, then you can support me there too. And I think that's everything for now. Hopefully it gets more and more coherent as I try to figure this stuff out, how I'm presenting to y'all, because I don't want to make that mistake of, oh, you just throw a piece of art out there and then everything's just going to be perfect and you're going to be set for... No. That ain't how it works. You gotta let people know. You gotta up your communication skills. You gotta be a person in the world who exists, that other people know exists, and so that they can help you and you can help them, and it all keeps coming back to community. And I really, really want to build that community. And so that's where I'm at right now. If you want to support, you can subscribe, you can like, you can go to my Discord and talk there. I'm trying to build up the other people around there too. If you want to support in other ways, you can talk to me directly through Discord. You can give me money through Ko-Fi. Or if you think you have some other very specific thing because you've got these kind of skills and such, and I'm looking for these kinds of ways of support, like learning art, learning music, and all that, then feel free to reach out for that too. So, thank you guys. I hope to get a bit more specific about this stuff as time goes on. I see that I'm already kind of long on this video compared to what I wanted to say, and I'm kind of repeating myself over and over again, so I'm just going to kind of end it here. I'll see y'all whenever I see y'all.